Camera, light, sound,
Rolling.
action. Well, for me, it was always about doing something for young people. I've always been inspired to help young people and to give back to my country and also to my continent. And when HE finished office, I think it was just the right time for us to give this a shot and see how we can make an impact to young people across the country and the continent. You?
For me, it was really about the chance to be able to work with HE. He's someone that I admire a lot, his work ethic. And I know that even though he was no longer going to be in office, he had a lot still to give in the country of Nigeria. And he has passions for things like innovation, climate change, and education, and young people in particular. So being able to work with him to see how we could impact the young people of Nigeria and provide type of initiatives that would make sure that their voices are heard was really important to us, really.
Yeah. Well, it's actually been fun working with you. We've been married for quite a while, so having the opportunity to engage and work on something where we both have mutual interests, being able to share ideas, aspirations, hopes, and just our dreams of what we would like to accomplish and the impact we would like to make. To support young Nigerians and young Africans on the continent has actually been a lot of fun. I will say he's the yin to my yang, and he helps to kind of bring me down sometimes with my overzealous ideas and excitement, and he helps to bring things back to reality for me. So I think we have this really great balance, and I think that's helped Future Perspectives be successful as well.
Well, I think I remember I gave you the PC answer. Now let me give you the real. What is really like? No, I'm kidding. I think it's actually, you know, when you're a couple, there's a lot of things you're balancing. There's obviously future perspectives. There's our jobs. There's the kids, the household, all that stuff. So just knowing, you know, when to pick up when the other person has kind of left off is key, right, to the dynamic, and making sure that, you know, if today I can't focus on FP, I know she's got my back, and if today, you know, she can't really focus on the kids, I know she knows I have her back as well. So it's been pretty seamless working with so far. I think I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, so Abby basically drafted me in. Abby and I, we worked on a project together for one company that Abby was really still passionate about, working with 1 million teachers, and it was amazing. And when HE approached Abby and Yemi and said Future Perspective was coming to life, Abby just said, "Okay, we have to do this together," and it's been an amazing journey since then. It was very exciting for me because already I loved HE and his work and everything that he's doing. I believe that he's the leader that young people need, that Africa needs. So it was just so easy for me to come on board. And it's been really, really amazing since then. The journey has been beautiful. It's been challenging. There have been lots of sleepless nights, but I have no regrets, absolutely no regrets. I'm happy for the growth. And I know that we're still going places. We're reaching every part of Africa and every part of the world.
Ooh. Ike, why are you laughing?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Well, anybody that works with Ike, just get ready. She is the best project manager, director that anyone could have. She's on top of things. She scares us a little, but we love it. She keeps us on our toes. She makes sure that we're on track, you know, with things, with budget, with timeline. She's also, I would say, another yin to my yang, also helping to bring things to reality and making sure that we're able to execute projects successfully. But beware and be scared of Ike.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, no, I think the fun part of working with Ike is seeing how she goes from sweet Ike to like serious project manager at the drop of a hat. So any given moment, you know which one you're dealing with. Whether you have a smile or you have that serious look, like you need to get your stuff done. You know who you're working with.
Abby and I began to work together as far back as 2020, and we worked on a few projects. And then, as we worked together, we realized that there's this kind of synergy between both of us. And I understood what she wanted. She understood the way I worked, and it grew into a relationship that I would say both of us began to enjoy. And so when the vision for Future Perspectives came, I would say it was just seamless because she spoke to me about it, and as someone who is also passionate about the development of youth in my country, it was something that was very easy for me to come on board. And like I said, riding on the waves of our relationship, we just continue to work. Thank you.
I met Future Perspective team at a point in my life that we tried replicating a particular program here in Nigeria, and the sole aim of doing that was to make an impact such that I would like to see youngsters being guided in the right direction, and now they don't have to struggle or have experienced delays that I experienced in life. I gave it a deep thought and I said, look, I think FP would be a good brand, and to be honest, yes, working with FP has been insightful. It's been a dream come true for me because it's not, like I said, it's not about me. It's a broader picture. So it's about seeing the big picture, making an impact, not only in Nigeria but beyond Nigeria, across Africa. I want to see every youth out there make impact.
The floor is open, based on my experience here on Future Perspectives, to be very creative. So if an idea comes up and we need to come up with brand assets or design assets for it, they just tell me, hey, Goody, do your thing. And once you do your thing, you bring it, and then we take a look. We all go through it and see where it can be better or what we can do and all of that. So that is something I have actually enjoyed here at Future Perspectives, that creative freedom to be able to express yourself, and of course express yourself within the context of whatever it is we are working on or whatever project it is we're doing. And then when I do that and we bring it, there's a lot of constructive feedback, always constructive feedback, where, oh, if you do this, if you make the logo bigger, it will be better and all of that. So it's been quite an exciting journey. There are times here and there where it's like, oh, this thing you've done or this thing I have designed is perfect the way it is, and then Abby comes and she's like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Of course, sometimes it grinds your gears, but eventually one thing that's always, which I take to be priority and is important for me is we come out and we have something that is functional and is beautiful and that is good to go. And that's always the case. Thank you.
My superpower will be my ability to make ideas turn to reality, just like this.
I've been in AFF for about a year, and so far I've been able to learn a lot. Everyone also working out of my comfort zone because I'd rather just be in my own space and just in my own team. But the fact that I get to work with startups and interact with a lot of organizations that AFF works with, that has made me more open to people. So it's been exciting all around. A little bonus here and there.
I used to work in HR in Access Bank, and I wanted to transition into tech. And being in HR, you get to really see the bank from a different point of view. And from just a survey, I got to find out that AFF is one of the most promising places to work and learn tech in the bank. And I've been here for 2 years now, and it's been a fantastic journey. I worked on so many amazing projects, engaged with so many fantastic businesses, startups, founders, and my colleagues as well. They make the journey smoother.
I've been in AFF for 3 years and 8 months, roughly 4 years. It has been exciting. intriguing. I've worked on a lot of projects. I actually wear multiple hats here in AFF. From being a lawyer to product manager, trust me, I can go on. But it's been interesting working with amazing people and also being involved in lots of projects and working in organizations that I normally would read about. So it's been an amazing journey so far.
It's a very great one for me, being that this is my first corporate job in my life and finding myself in EFF. I've never thought about it, working with the biggest bank in Nigeria, Access Bank, and EFF as a whole. But yeah, despite everything I've read online about companies, EFF is different. EFF is unique, amazing colleagues. Carolina has been helpful. I really have to say this online. She has been, and my team lead, yes, she has been a good person. Despite that I'm new, she has been helping, bringing me on speed, and yes, working in EFF has been one of the, I would say this is the best place I will ever want to find myself, EFF.
Daniel pushes it to be better. Like he just expects there's a standard that he has for everyone, and then he just wants you to attain that standard and if possible pass it.
The boss pushes us, to be the best version of ourselves. So one thing I like is, no matter what you do, excellence is never excellent enough. There's always another bar that you can take your performance to. And yeah, that's been nice.
Interesting. That's what it's been working with Daniel. I think one of the good things that I admire Daniel is, as much as he pushes you to be your best self and to give your best, he also pushes just as hard for your reward.
I was opportune to be interviewed by Daniel. It was really, really interesting, and one thing I find out from that interview is a man that looks for excellency. He wants you to be the best version of yourself at all times. And if there's another thing about Daniel that I really like, is his God-fearing aspect. He's a man that loves God. Yes, he's a man that loves God.
So speaking of Daniel, where is Daniel? Wrong answers only.
He should be in church.
That's a good one. Head office. That's in head office.
My house.
On the beach.
Very unlikely.
Do you want to go first?
His Excellency,
Prof,
PYO,
VP,
HE,
Grandpa,
and because he's my namesake, my favorite, Uncle Yemi.
When we enter meetings and Abby refers to HE or Professor Osibajo or from our VP, I always think HE is a different person for Professor Osibajo. I'm like, maybe HE is a nickname for somebody that's like maybe Henry Kubo or Henry Ezekiel. I had no idea she was referring to His Excellency. I think I was talking to Abby on something. I was like, so we can tell HE and we can tell Professor Osibajo. Abby's like, no, who's HE? It's the same person. I'm like, oh. So now I call him HE. I think on few occasions that I've been in the same room with him and heard him speak, he's a very intelligent man.
I don't think I called him anything. But when I think of, His Excellency, I think of Prof. I think that's just the word that comes. And he acts like a professor, he speaks like one, he engages his audience like one. And that's one thing I also admire about him.
For me, I call him Professor Osibajo. Okay, so basically because I've always been seeing him from afar, this will be my first time of working closer with him, and I'm looking forward to that.
Professor Yemi, like everyone has said, he's very intelligent, and the fact that he also likes to use, like when he's talking with them, it feels like a casual conversation. So he's free, and then it's just very easy to talk with him.
So I think I need to take us back to August of 2023 in Toronto, Canada. That was when I first met Daniel. We exchanged pleasantries, And after that, we got connected again. And I honestly think the rest has been history. And we've been collaborating, I would say, since September of 2023.
Daniel had introduced FP to AFF, and we've done a plethora of activities together and have more upcoming. Abby always pushes, you know, like, we can do it better, she's like, Daniel, 1.5. Sort of, 1.5, you know, just with less agitation, but 1.5. And she always, like, you can tell when Abby puts her hand in something, it literally is, it comes out lovely. It comes out, you know, she's a perfectionist, and I admire that. And I admire that working with Future Perspective. Future Perspective has also opened me to a series of, or a new, let's say, class of people in terms of the partnerships, you know, meeting with Professor Sibajo, meeting with other stakeholders also in that education space as well. Future Perspective, I love the work that we do together, and I'm looking forward to the impact that we continue to push together, not just in education, but climate as well, sustainability, and, you know, just telling the story of how our lives are being changed and impacted.
Camera, lights, sound.
No, serious. Just like you are talking to your guys that everybody get ready. Camera ready, lights ready,
Okay.
sound ready.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Again, I need to pick that. Okay.
Uncle Broadheads.
What is working with Daniel like?
There's a word.
I'm going to take that again.
My phone is always on vibrate.
Was that Daniel?
No. What if it was though?
Alright guys, join us again next time.
Alright, we're done.
We out. And we're done. It's a wrap.
Welcome to the interactive dialogue.
It's a wrap.